is what happened when Taylor Swift showed up at Arrowhead Stadium on Christmas Day, and why one specific broadcast moment got replayed more than any play from the actual game. We're breaking down what Prime Video captured, what's actually confirmed versus what's speculation, and what Travis Kelce and the Chiefs organization have put on the record about the retirement rumors swirling around this story. Christmas Day 2025 brought the Kansas City Chiefs and Denver Broncos together at Arrowhead Stadium for what turned out to be Kansas City's final home game of the regular season, with Amazon Prime Video handling the broadcast duties.
Estamos de volta aqui na tela do Sport TV com ela chegando com Taylor Swift, dando o ar da graça no Arrowhead Stadium. A loirinha chegou, pra quem sabe, ver o último jogo de Travis Kelce em casa.
Second quarter rolls around, and the cameras cut away from the action on the field to show Taylor Swift walking into the stadium, which immediately became the most watched moment of the entire broadcast and probably got more social media traction than the game's final score. TMZ and Page Six both confirmed Swift arrived with her parents, Scott and Andrea Swift, walking in together while the Prime Video cameras caught every second of it. NFL Brazil grabbed that footage and posted it across their social channels, which sent the clip bouncing across every platform, from Twitter to TikTok to Instagram, within minutes. Multiple outlets verified she spent the game up in a suite, the same setup she's used for previous Chiefs games she's attended throughout this season. Final score came in with the Broncos winning 20-13, which wasn't the Christmas present Chiefs fans wanted. But that result became almost a footnote compared to two much bigger conversations that started building before the fourth quarter even ended. Swift's appearance was the first storyline, and the second was the mounting speculation about whether Travis Kelce might be playing his final season in the league. And those two narratives started feeding into each other in ways that made separating fact from fiction nearly impossible for most people following the story. The Associated Press described the game as potentially Travis Kelce's last at Arrowhead Stadium, using the word looming to characterize the retirement decision hanging over everything. Word choice matters here, because looming signals something undecided, something still up in the air, not something confirmed or announced or even close to being finalized. Nobody from the Chiefs organization or anyone in Kelce's camp issued any kind of statement about retirement that day. And what really happened was media outlets and fans started connecting dots based on one straightforward fact. This was the final home game of the regular season, and Kelce has faced questions about his future for weeks now.
No, the only time it ever crossed my mind is I was driving in the other day and I saw how much the Powerball was. And I was like, man, if I could just win that. I wouldn't have to work another day of my life. No, man. Honestly, I've been just focused on trying to win football games, man. I'll let that be a decision that I make with my family, friends.
Separating what we know from what people are guessing becomes the most important part of covering this story responsibly. Taylor Swift attended the game, and that's verified by multiple sources, including the broadcast itself. Prime Video showed her arrival during the second quarter, also confirmed. Broncos beat the Chiefs 20-13 in a game that didn't go Kansas City's way, confirmed by the official score. Travis Kelce has not announced retirement plans, and that last point needs emphasis because no decision has gone public from anyone who would actually have that information.
Of course.
Secondarily, you've been asked enough by us, and I know you were asked by Tony yesterday about the possibility of being your final game. Did that ever cross your mind throughout the game?
No, the only time it ever crossed my mind is I was driving in the other day and I saw how much the Powerball was. And I was like, man, if I could just win that, I wouldn't have to work another day of my life. No, man. Honestly, I've been just focused on trying to win football games, man. I'll let that be a decision that I make with my family, friends, the Chiefs organization, when the time comes.
What lands in the alleged or uncertain category? Claims that this was definitely Kelce's last home game fall into the quote, possible but not confirmed bucket. And the gap between those two descriptions is enormous when you're trying to report facts versus speculation. Interpretations of Swift's emotions during the game, whether she looked panicked or worried or upset or any other emotional state people want to project onto her, those are assumptions people make based on what they want the story to be, not facts based on what actually occurred on camera. Stories floating around about what Swift supposedly told Kelce regarding retirement or staying or anything connected to his decision-making process, those fall squarely into speculation territory from entertainment outlets, not verified reporting from anyone with actual knowledge of private conversations between two people. What did the people directly involved actually say when asked about this?
Well, it's undetermined officially, I suppose. Could be Travis Kelce's last home game, I guess. If it is, what does that mean to you and I guess the organization?
Yeah, I don't know if it is or not. I haven't talked to him, but yeah, I think his numbers and personality and the person, I think speak for themselves. Phenomenal person, great for the community, has been great for the community. So he's everything you want from a player representative.
According to the league's official website, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid fielded a direct question about whether this could be Kelce's final game at Arrowhead, and his response was about as straightforward as it gets. He doesn't know. Reid didn't confirm anything, didn't deny anything, didn't hint one way or another, just stated plainly that he doesn't know what Kelce plans to do.
I mean, I kind of talked about it on the podcast with my brother. It's just disappointing, and then on top of that, just an absolute dagger into the back, knowing how the season ended for 1-5, and on our last hope going into the last drive of the game, and looked like we were going to have a chance to maybe come out with a win and keep our hopes alive, and then kind of just kept going downhill from there. So it's just it sucks, man. It sucks, but that's the reality of it. And right now we got 3 games left to try and enjoy it with the guys in this building and the team that we've built here. And then on top of that, Chiefs Kingdom deserves us to go out there and play our hearts out for them.
That same report noted Kelce himself already went on record, saying he plans to wait until after the season wraps up to make any decision about coming back or walking away from the game. ESPN's coverage of the game mentioned Swift watching from her suite, while also reporting on Kelce's emotional post-game comments about Arrowhead Stadium and the fans who've supported him throughout his career with Kansas City.
It looked like you took a bit of a moment in the player introductions, Kelce, to just take a minute to look around. Just wonder what went through your head and just what you wanted to appreciate in that moment, considering this could be the last home game.
It's you only get a few of those where you just get to stand there and appreciate 60 to 70,000 Chiefs fans screaming for you. So I always embrace that moment, man. It's fun, and hopefully I got everybody fired up for it.
Emotion after what could be a final home game doesn't equal a retirement announcement, and athletes get emotional about meaningful moments constantly without those moments actually being their last, which is why reading too much into how someone looks or sounds after a tough loss on Christmas Day can send people chasing narratives that don't exist. Kansas City has one more regular season game scheduled in Las Vegas, and what happens after that depends entirely on playoff seeding and how the team performs if they make the postseason. Retirement decisions for players in the league typically surface in the weeks or months after a season concludes, not during it, because players want time to see how their body recovers, evaluate how the team performed, and consider what the next season might look like before making that kind of life-changing call. When Kelce does make his decision, assuming he chooses to announce it publicly rather than keeping it private, the news will come through official channels like the team's press office or Kelce's verified social media accounts, not through anonymous sources or speculation pieces on gossip sites. The reason this Christmas Day matchup generated the level of attention it did goes beyond football stats and beyond the perfect storm of a high-profile relationship people have followed intensely for over a year now. A holiday game broadcast on a major streaming platform that millions of viewers were already planning to watch with their families, and the genuine possibility that fans were witnessing something that could become historically significant when we look back months or years from now. Possibility and certainty represent two completely different things, though, and treating possibilities as if they're certainties is exactly how rumors gain traction and misinformation spreads to the point where people can't tell what's real anymore. For anyone trying to follow this story without getting pulled into the clickbait ecosystem that dominates sports and celebrity coverage, here's the cleanest breakdown available. Taylor Swift attended her fiancé's game on Christmas Day, and yes, multiple credible outlets including People and the Associated Press have reported they got engaged back in August of 2025. The Prime Video broadcast showed her arrival during the second quarter, and that moment became one of the most widely circulated clips from the entire game across every social media platform. Chiefs lost to the Broncos in a game where nothing went right for the home team. Travis Kelce hasn't announced retirement plans, though reporters keep asking him about it, and the speculation shows no signs of stopping before the season ends. Andy Reid, when asked directly, stated he doesn't know what Kelce will decide. Kelce himself has said multiple times he'll make his decision after the season finishes, not during it. Everything I just laid out comes confirmed by outlets like the Associated Press, ESPN, the league's official website, TMZ, and Page 6, and all of those sources are either citing direct observation of the broadcast, official game records, or statements from people actually involved in the situation. Everything beyond what I've covered in the last few minutes is speculation, and speculation represents exactly where rumors begin, where details get twisted and exaggerated, and where people end up believing narratives that never actually happened in reality. The internet thrives on compelling stories, and when you throw together Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, Christmas Day football, and retirement rumors all in one event, you've assembled every ingredient needed for a story that's gonna get distorted and sensationalized with each new telling. Some outlets lean hard into the drama because drama drives clicks and views. Some make claims they can't back up with actual sources. Some present speculation as if it's verified fact, counting on readers not checking their sources. If staying informed matters to you more than getting caught up in headlines engineered purely to generate clicks rather than inform readers, the approach is simple. Wait for official statements from the people directly involved, and treat everything else as background noise until someone with actual knowledge confirms it. The broadcast moment showing Swift's arrival was real and documented. Swift's attendance at the game was real and verified by multiple sources. The final score of 20-13 with the Broncos winning was real and official. The retirement questions reporters keep asking are real and ongoing. What's not real are the definitive claims about Kelce's future that some outlets are pushing, the interpretations of Swift's emotional state that people are projecting onto footage, and the stories about private conversations that nobody reporting on them could have actually witnessed firsthand. The line separating what's confirmed from what's alleged matters deeply, and respecting that line is what separates actual journalism from entertainment gossip dressed up as news. Multiple Super Bowl wins sit on Kelce's resume already. Engagement to one of the biggest stars on the planet is his current relationship status. The decision whether to keep playing or step away while he's still performing at an elite level sits in front of him right now. If you were in that position, with all those factors weighing on the decision, would you walk away or come back for another season? Drop your answer in the comments and break down your reasoning. And if you want updates on this story when actual news breaks, the kind that sticks to confirmed information rather than speculation and clickbait, hit that subscribe button so you catch it when official announcements come through from the team or from Kelce himself. That's the complete timeline, with every verified fact and nothing invented or exaggerated on top of it. Thanks for watching.